You're listening to the What Happens When podcast.
What happens when two guys sit in front of a laptop talking about God knows what?
And here are your hosts, G5 and Gene Van Horn.
And this is What Happens When. I'm your host, Gene Van Horn. With me, as always, best friend of the show, Just Mike. Hey, he forgot who he was for a second. Now he's on the phone texting because he wasn't ready for it. And with us tonight, we got a special guest, our NBA correspondent, Donnie 5-0. Hey, you gotta talk right into that mic.
Oh, hey.
There you go.
There we go. All right, I'm back. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Had to get my last little text in to the people, and now I'm ready.
Well, the people loved it.
Yeah, fuck the people.
Whoa. All of them, or just
all of them? Each and every single one of them.
At least leave two out.
Nah, everybody.
So how was everybody's weekend?
I had a good weekend. I worked. Made some pretty decent little scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Found out my kids would be down. So yeah, pretty good weekend.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, and Father's Day, of course. They called me. We got to speak.
Right.
My mom's birthday just passed.
Happy birthday, moms.
Hey, Mom, happy birthday. And talked to her for about a good 45 minutes or something, just catching up and stuff. So all in all, yeah, pretty good weekend. How about you, 5-0?
Oh, it was all right, man. Didn't do much of anything. Just chilled out. Tried to beat the heat. You know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't really do much. I celebrated Father's Day. Didn't really do too much. Just went out to Shogun's restaurant, which is my favorite restaurant to go to.
Never heard of it. Where is it?
It's a Taipan restaurant. They have one in
Wait. Are they sponsoring us?
No.
Don't tell them where it is and fuck them.
Okay.
Until they can fucking put some money on the show. Fuck them guys.
All right.
At least a meal.
Right?
At least a meal.
Yeah.
So 5-0 wants a meal. Just Mike wants some money.
I'll take a meal if it's good.
Yeah, the meal's great.
We'll tell them that we'll put them on the show.
Food's delicious.
I like food. What kind of food is it?
It is Japanese food. Japanese Taipan.
It's one of those places where the cook is cooking in the middle, bro.
I like that.
Yeah.
If they do a good job with it.
Yeah. They'll make you a little dragon, volcano, the whole nine. You'll be all
right.
right.
Dragon. Well, I don't think they do dragons there. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of dragons are they making? Like iguana, water dragon?
Hey.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's a bearded dragon.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I saw something. Interestingly enough, and this is gonna come off racist because it's kind of related but unrelated. But me. Mm-hmm. Shameless PSA. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
If you don't like what we have to say. But I think it was in Thailand, where they banned cats as a source of nutrition there.
Whoa! Because they ran out of too many.
Yeah.
They were becoming an
Yeah,
endangered
this was like a
species
few
out
weeks
there.
ago or whatever. I read it.
Wait. They banned cats.
Yeah, you can't eat cats anymore.
But it was legal to eat cats a little while ago. But all of a sudden now.
A few weeks. Let me look that up though because.
So right now it's not legal to eat cats in Thailand.
Right. I think.
Facts.
I'm pretty sure it was Thailand.
Facts. It's Thailand. You can't eat cats in Thailand legally anymore.
Yeah.
That's just how it
Unless
goes.
you motherfucker Thai people know. I better not get no cat in my daggone rice.
If he does,
I'm calling them folks on your ass.
and this is grass.
Your ass is
Last year when he
grass.
was there, he ate it.
Let me look that up. Let me look that up.
Last year, when Just Mike was in Thailand, he had no problem eating cat. This year,
Now it's illegal. I don't know. Don't want to go back to prison. Let me see. Let me find this damn thing. I just want to. I gotta find that article. So.
well, why do you have to find that article?
Well, I gotta know for sure now.
No, why? We don't fact check on here.
I know, but I need to know for my own fucking self.
Okay, I'll do a quick search real quick.
Thailand
So big
cats.
news. Why don't you update
I
us?
don't know.
Why don't you update us on the big news in the NBA, Donnie?
Oh, not much. Bunch of trades going on. Drafts on Thursday. Boston making big news, trying to get Jimmy Butler moved out of the first pick. You know how that goes.
How do you feel about that trade that Boston made with Philly? Who do you think wins? Who loses? What was the purpose there?
Update me on that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Boston traded the number one pick that they acquired from Brooklyn to the 76ers for the third pick plus a first round next year, right?
a first round next year, and a possible first round from 2019
That's a hell of a.
based on the provisions it's got.
Hey, Danny Ainge,
yeah.
Boy, that guy be raping people.
Taiwan. It was Taiwan.
Taiwan. Okay,
Yeah.
not Thailand.
Yeah.
Same place.
Danny Ainge is on one with all the picks right now.
Yeah, that dude.
He's
How you finish number 1 seed in the East and then get the number 1 pick? That shit's crazy.
And you possibly have a number 1 and number 4 pick for next year. You
Which is
definitely
crazy.
have 2 lottery.
So wait, who'd they trade?
There no players,
Just picks.
just picks.
They just traded picks to 76ers.
The Sixers for more picks, basically.
And they were just okay with that.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't think they're not high on Lonzo Ball or Markelle Fultz.
Right.
So you're saying, okay, we don't want either the top 2 guys,
Yeah.
and we can get something for getting away from those guys. Let's just go ahead and do it. So in that sense, I say Boston wins.
So Boston came out a winner there.
On that
That's
one.
what I think.
Yeah.
Well-
If that's how you feel, which
What numbers did they jump to?
No,
From 1 to 3.
Yeah, they just moved back to 3.
Which is not bad.
No,
Now
and
when
you
you
pick up 2 other picks for the following years.
Yeah, and then when you consider they probably didn't want either one of those guys, then it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like they're just moving to where they were going to pick the guy that they're going to pick anyways.
Right.
And they still get extra picks for it. So
Shout out to Special Officer Simpkins
hey,
for showing up
Simpkins,
tonight.
way to go. Welcome
Welcome
to the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. For those of you who are new, seeing how Simpkins probably never watched the show before, it's called What Happens When. It's short for What Happens When 3 guys sit in front of a laptop and talk about God knows what. It's really...
Or behind the laptop.
Yeah, it's only 1 guy sitting in front, 2 guys sitting behind. And we just talk about whatever is relevant to us. Currently, we got our NBA correspondent in the house tonight, Donnie 5-0.
Dun, dun, dun,
Best-
Donnie.
5-0. Best
Yeah.
friend of the show, Just Mike.
Yes, sir.
That's a voice you'll hear regularly. So we're just talking about the NBA draft and what's coming up and the trades that are being made. Currently discussing Boston, which we know I could give a flying fornication about.
Yeah, I give all kinds of fornication.
Well, we could talk about your Magic if you want.
Yeah, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, actually, you guys are in the midst of doing a whole bunch of something.
A whole bunch of
What are we doing?
Right now, you guys are projected to get the 6'9" small forward from Florida State, Jonathan Isaac, which then they're going to trade some people away to free up some cap room. You guys got a lot of things in the works. It'd be interesting to see what you guys do coming towards the draft.
That could be interesting. It's just except that Orlando's got a lot of young role players with they need a star. One, like they swung and missed with Serge Ibaka. They did the smart thing by trading him off.
They got rid of him fast too.
That was probably the smartest thing they did. I think that was the worst trade of last year.
Right.
Trading Serge Ibaka for Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo was going nowhere for us still.
No, he wasn't,
He's an
but
undeveloped product right now.
You could have still gotten something.
We could have given him more time,
Yeah.
but I
You
feel
could've
like
gotten- you could have gotten.
I feel like we got away from him. We tried the Ibaka thing. We tried with the Twin Towers down there. It didn't work, so it was okay. We got rid of him. We had Biyombo come over from Toronto, so that was kind of a backup plan. It's not like we're in contention for any titles anyways.
Right.
But at least they're making
Serge
moves, and I'm
Ibaka,
happy about
more or less
that.
the same guy, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
they're
mean,
pretty much the same guy.
Except for
the fact
one's
that-
last name is Biyombo.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
Ibaka has a
Africans,
better
so, yeah.
jumper. Biyombo doesn't have a jumper. Biyombo's more of a defensive rebounder guy.
I mean, but if you're counting on
That's
Serge
it.
Ibaka for offense, you're already
well,
making a
you know,
mistake.
that's what OKC
Right.
did, and that's where their mistakes went, and that's
Well,
why they got rid of him.
Well, part of the problem was them signing him extending him over
James Harden. Yeah, that was a big
Yeah,
mistake.
That was the retarded.
In terms of,
mistake.
I still don't think that. I think James Harden will finish his career and never win a title unless
Ouch.
he's just coming off the bench for a
Well,
team.
let's go. You can
Ouch.
think about how
What if he
many-
goes to LA?
Yeah.
He's a loser.
The-
Like he's a loser. Like when
Breaking news on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. James Harden is a loser.
He's a loser.
But
Like,
there's a
if you
lot of
watch
Hall
the
of
way
Fame
he doesn't
players
play
without
like
rings.
He doesn't play like a winner though. I mean specifically him. He plays. He scores points. But if you ever watched that scene from a couple of years ago when Miami and OKC played and they finally lost and Kevin Durant's coming down the hall and he's crying. He hugs his mom. He's all completely distraught.
Yeah.
Watch that scene again. James Harden walks by with this look like, oh, nothing just happened. I'm gonna go fucking home and
All right. Yeah,
and
but you
enjoy
got
my millions. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't care. Like
James Harden was 21 at the time too. He
even
was a
now
young
though,
NBA
he doesn't
player.
care. Like I'm gonna tell you, he doesn't care. Look,
Well,
did
he
you see
probably-
how he disappeared in that last game?
Yeah.
Disappeared.
But that's
Gone.
his MO in every big game. And
Houdini.
So that's what people got to realize is sometimes players are just what they are. He's a great superstar, but if you want him to close out the game, it ain't going to happen in the game that matters.
But I think
if
that's
you want to
because he
talk in the
doesn't
regular
care.
season, there it is.
I don't think he
Simpkins tends to agree with you. He thinks he's a bum.
I don't think he's a bum. I think he's just a loser.
Nate just thinks he's a loser. He agrees with you. He says big time loser.
Yeah.
So when you have a guy like that on your team, like if you're counting on him, like if he's a 6-man, great. He goes out, he gets you buckets, he goes back to the bench.
Because he does get buckets.
Yes.
Yeah.
You absolutely won.
Yeah, he's
buckets.
unstoppable.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna go get fouled with that fake ass shit he does. That little dumb head move that just makes you want to punch him in his beard.
Right.
That's the worst ever.
But he can get buckets for sure.
Right.
He's a 6-man. That's why he should have stayed at OKC doing exactly that. If you want to win, but when you're the starting point guard, and that is you're the face of the franchise, and that is your attitude, you're gonna lose. You're never gonna win the title.
Is he a shooting guard?
Well, the beard
No,
is
the
beard is a
facto point guard.
great face. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
The beard is a great face.
Yeah, but I mean, some people would love to have him to get 55.
Would you trade CP3 for him right now?
No, not ever.
Whoa.
Not even.
I didn't know I was gonna get that kind of reaction.
Look,
yeah,
not
that was
even-
like he almost threw you through the window.
Not
Reaction.
even while knowing that CP3
Calm down.
might not sign back with us.
Now he's probably going to San Antonio.
Nah, it doesn't.
So shout out to CP3. I just saw you Father's Day. He kind of said he doesn't really know yet. He didn't make a decision because he was talking to P.
Yeah.
Him and P were talking, so P was kind of talking to him about it, and he said he didn't really know yet. He didn't really know what he wanted to do. His agents had heard from San Antonio,
Of course.
and they also heard from the Clippers.
Yeah.
So he's got a house out here.
Yeah.
He and P live on the same block.
Right.
So it's not like he really wants to move anywhere. He's
course
got a family and everything. So, but he said he wasn't 100% sure.
Here's the thing. Okay.
I was low key eavesdropping on their conversation.
As you should.
Yeah.
Now,
I
here's
would.
The thing.
Yeah.
And exclusive podcast
Yeah,
content.
that's breaking news on the podcast.
So-
I don't even think Wojciechowski has that one. Just so
There
you
you go,
know,
Woj. You ain't got that
you
one.
ain't got that, Woj.
So you got like all of that stuff is true, right?
Right,
He's not fixing to take less money to go to San Antonio. I don't care who you are.
right,
He's
right.
too proud of a player to just
He's
go
rich,
to
though.
a team that's. I understand.
I've seen his house. It's
I'm-
glorious.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you're.
He had
like,
snow delivered there this
I
Christmas.
understand that, but look, he's a very very proud guy. Like I can't imagine him ever doing what Kevin Durant did.
Is he too proud to beg?
Yes, I do think. I think he's too proud to jump on a team that's already ready made. Like he strikes me as the type of guy that would want to build something. I don't think he would want to. Like I don't think it's remotely possible that he would have gone to Golden State last year.
Comment your team in the comments real quick if you're watching. Comment your team and we'll kind of break down what they're doing right now. Oh man, Simpkins got to go. Simpkins, I don't know who he likes in basketball, but I do know that he's a Eagles fan.
Oh, poor man.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Because he's from Philly.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
well, okay.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyone from Pennsylvania is pretty much on the south side of Phillies fan.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, unless
Oh,
he's,
he's a
Martin-
he's a
76er.
Sixers fan. Oh my gosh, Simpkins. Ugh.
Listen, if you're trusting the
Ugh.
process, you better hope it finally took form
Boy.
and you're getting Marquez Fultz because
No, you
I
better
don't
just-
think so.
You better hope that Ben Simmons
What-
is the guy.
Hey, what
is
if
the
they
guy
take
that
Lonzo
they-
Ball though?
Hey, if I was the 76ers, no joke, I would take Alonzo Ball
I'd take
and
him too.
make the Lakers pay for him.
Make him trade
you
or
want,
something?
You want him? I want your other pick from this year and
and one
28th
pick.
and one from next year.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah,
round from
yeah.
next year.
Shout out Suave DeBarge.
Hey,
Hey.
we got a DeBarge in the
He
house.
said F
Nice.
y'all.
Better trust them processes, buddy.
Yeah, how's that
Be a
working
long
out for you
process,
guys?
unfortunately.
I mean,
Dead last? You had a good season though.
Great
here's the
process.
problem. The process contains of let's get the most injured, most talented guy
Yeah.
in the first round and pick him first and let him sit out a whole year.
Yeah,
That's
which is
their
great.
process
Like,
right now.
I-
And let's
Ben
suck so
Simmons
we have
so
more.
far, you got
Joel Embiid, Norland Noel.
Embiid.
Yeah, like it's but
New Orleans
I think
Noel.
I think Embiid's gonna be. He's gonna be pretty
He
good.
said
He
always,
just ever still-
always 5 years.
Yeah, just 5 years. It's always gonna be. It's gonna project out 5 years.
Sounds like the Orlando plan.
Yeah, and the Niners. Playing
I thought the Orlando plan was on the 10-year plan. I don't know.
The Orlando plan is we'll get somebody really dope, and then the Lakers will take them once free agency hits.
You're starting to,
or Penny Hardaway will have.
Or get injured.
there you go.
It's terrible.
The T-Mac is
I
back
mean, you
up.
guys just need a whole
Yeah,
general
you need
manager change. You need
Yeah.
a whole upper management change, man.
The problem is the people who own the team own Amway, and that's the main
No,
problem.
there's the problem. They all the sellers and buyers.
They're out there pyramid scheming everybody to death.
Yeah, Ponzi baby. You gotta have a Ponzi.
Might as well be owned by Bernie
Michael
Madoff.
Orlando
says,
Ponzi.
Michael says 76 process is better.
We finished better than y'all.
We gotta go with the Orlando. We're gonna change the name to the Orlando Ponzi.
Yeah. The Orlando soaps.
Yeah.
The Amway soaps.
Back to your Clippers, though. If they want to keep CP3, the right move to do is to sign Blake Griffin and trade him away for valuable.
So tell us your plan. You had a great plan for how to get Paul George over to the
All
Clippers.
you do is sign Blake Griffin. You trade him to Indiana for Paul George, and you send along with Blake Griffin Wesley Johnson to help them replace their small forward of Paul George. You take back Paul George. You get him for the year. He just wants to be in L.A. He will love to be with Jerry West because that is one of the Laker greats.
Yeah, and the logo.
There it is.
but Jerry West is like 176 years old.
You would think that, but
And
if you
literally
look,
79. So yeah, he's 176 years old.
Yeah.
but if you look at the dude still looks like he did when he ran the Lakers.
Yeah,
I'm just
bro.
saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He might actually be able to go out
Jerry
there and
West
get a
might be
couple days.
Nosferatu. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just want him to make sure he handles the beeswax and makes Doc Rivers stop drafting people. And
He's just a
leave them on the
consultant.
pine.
He's just a
I
consultant. He
understand
doesn't have
that, but
any.
I mean,
Well,
Doesn't have a
he has
decision
a
making
lot more
power.
power than you think he does.
Yeah,
Look
I
what he
bet
did to
he
Golden State as a consultant.
and
Listen.
like,
Look
as
what he
the
did to
GM over there
Memphis.
with Memphis, and then with the Lakers, two different times.
Let's not make any mistake here. Coach Mark Jackson had a lot to do with what happened at Golden State.
Absolutely.
Let's not make that mistake.
As far as coaching, yes.
As
but,
far as adding pieces to the team.
No. See, that's
No,
where you're a
Jerry-
little bit
Jerry
off
West
there.
had a little
Jerry
bit-
West is
he
the
was the
recruiter.
influential-
Jerry West is the one to go get these picks. Jerry West is the one to get Klay Thompson. Those are the guys he brought in.
So is that confirmed or is that
Those are
That's true.
facts,
Facts.
just
That's
for you.
facts? Jerry West went and got
Well, he was the voice.
he went and
that
got
said-
Klay Thompson.
And he was the
He's
voice
the
that
voice.
said, "Do not trade."
I mean,
Klay
you're an
Thompson for
NBA
Kevin
insider,
Love.
so I don't know.
Hey, I'm telling you right now.
He said Kevin Love.
We have an
Hey,
NBA insider here on the
he
podcast.
all of a
ladies and
sudden,
gentlemen.
He basically nixed the trade for Kevin Love.
Okay.
With
That was
Kevin Love.
genius.
Yeah, it was.
I'm telling you, man.
I think it would've been a huge
like,
mistake.
Yeah,
Mark
Kevin
Jackson
Love's a
should
bum.
get Mark Jackson should get a
Yeah.
whole lot of credit, and he should be the coach again. And Mike just lost his mic.
And Mike's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Just Mike has lost his
Just Mike.
as a matter of fact. Let's see if he's back when we plug this in.
Testing.
Nope, I gotta fix him. Wait, go.
Testing.
Hey!
1, 2, 12.
Nice.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
Mark Jackson needs another head coaching job.
Yeah, I don't know how he's not a head coach somewhere. That's
well,
ridiculous.
Same reason that Colin Kaepernick's not a quarterback anywhere.
Yeah, he took a stand against something he shouldn't have.
Can't do it, man. Well, I think he took a stand against something he should have,
Yeah.
and they don't like it.
Yeah.
So Mark Jackson, being a big time devout Christian, whatever.
He was a pastor of a church.
Yeah, and he has his way of doing things, and they don't. The owners probably don't like it. If I had to guess.
Well, yeah, he spoke out against homosexuality
Yeah, you're never gonna get
in
it
San
done.
Francisco. That's probably
Absolutely
the worst
not going to
place
get it. Yeah, you're
to
not gonna
talk
get it.
against homosexuality.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a job.
Yeah, that's-
whether I agree or disagree.
That's
you're
like
not gonna
like talking against the Klan in Mississippi. It doesn't make any sense. You're gonna
get
get
The
fired.
difference there is you probably get hung instantly.
Exactly.
So you're not gonna get
So-
blackballed. You're gonna get a
Just
cross,
hung.
Yeah.
It's
You're gonna get a
only hung.
cross
Don't
burger
worry
in your
about it.
lawn.
It's not a big deal.
Exactly.
and then they're going to hang you.
Right. So at least they just let him leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least he's on ESPN making.
So you could go around. Cleveland fired their GM, but I don't think it
Oh
was
yeah.
as bad as
Shout out to Cleveland's GM. You got fired.
I think he ends up on the Clippers staff. this
I
year.
actually don't think he ends up on anywhere.
I think he
Behind
ends
the
up
scenes
on
on
the
a
Clippers
low
staff.
low, he's fighting his third bout of cancer right now, and I think that's actually why he got let go and they didn't re-sign him there.
Ouch.
I
So
think he ends up
I think I feel bad for him. Hopefully you get better
Yeah, big guy.
and come to the NLA team because LeBron will be out here next
Yeah,
year.
come to the Clips. We'll take you. We saw what you did. We saw you over there, big boy.
we saw you. Listen.
We synced you.
So just so you guys don't know, if you're new to the show, Just Mike owns like a little iota
a small piece.
of the San Francisco 49ers.
1/4
and,
of one of the chairs in the arena.
Yeah, and a little tiny piece. Him and Ballmer
Yeah.
worked something out.
We worked it out.
He doesn't really get paid
He
somehow.
actually owns the
Yeah,
T and the
yeah.
exit sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He owns the T and the exit sign at Staples Center.
So boom.
Just
There it
one
is.
of them though.
Yeah, those are facts, ladies and gentlemen. The whole
Fact.
cold,
Don't you
hard
dispute
facts.
it.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. Don't you try to fact check that either.
If I catch you on the street, ass.
Grass. Perfect. So that being said, the Lakers made the blockbuster trade of getting rid of, and this is what I thought was going to happen this morning when you and I were talking, Donnie, about getting rid of D'Angelo Russell. I didn't really think they were going to be able to move Mozgov's gigantic contract.
Ugh, what an albatross of a contract. And then
Picture an albatross of a Mozgov.
of a contract,
Yeah.
right? That's like terrible. That's the worst thing ever.
Right.
Well, that right now we'll see if it goes through. You know how they like to hate on the Lakers trades.
Well,
CP3 should be a Laker. You know, so we'll see if that actually goes through.
Yeah, that means Kobe just been retiring this year.
Stern might come out of retirement to block this one.
Right. Right.
And if it does go through, I actually think Brooklyn wins that.
Brooklyn wins?
Yeah. I mean,
so you think the combination of Mozgov and Russell is more important than Lopez and a late first round draft pick?
If that late first round draft pick was from 15 to 20, then the Lakers win automatically, and there's no questions about it.
Right.
But you're going back into the 27th pick, and you're losing D'Angelo Russell, which he may not be a star, but he's a serviceable backup point guard to your new point guard and can run your team while Alonzo learns the offense.
Yeah, is he going to be a locker room problem?
Does Brooklyn have any picks now in the first round?
Yeah, they're still in the top 10.
But is he going to be a locker room problem though?
Have 3?
Yeah,
probably 4. Who knows? They're Brooklyn. They suck.
What happened is they started
Jay-Z. When Jay-Z is making some decisions around your place, you know you're terrible. And some Russian guy, what's his name? Mikhail Prokhorov. He's my brother from another Russian mother. I'm telling you.
Jimmy Butler's on the move. We don't know where, Cleveland or Chicago.
Boston.
Now, right now, his 2 top.
But isn't he already at Chicago?
I mean, Boston and Chicago and Cleveland. Sorry.
I think he ends up in Boston.
And if Boston pulls that off, and all it's going to cost them is their 3rd pick and like a Crowder, and then they can just go sign Gordon Hayward because they have the money.
Gordon Hayward Bay.
Man, they'll have
Gordon
Isaiah
Hayward,
Thomas, Jimmy Butler,
passes.
Gordon Hayward, and Hartford.
I think that ends up being Horford. I think that'll be a pretty good lineup. It still loses to Cleveland, though.
I don't think so.
I think that lineup still loses to Cleveland.
I don't know.
Cleveland's going to add either Carmelo Anthony or Porzingis.
I think one.
And what the heck is New York doing?
One or
I have
two
no
of those
clue.
ends up with the Clippers.
Porzingis
or Porzingis or both of them.
So how do you see them getting Porzingis?
The way I see that
Porzingis.
Give him the easiest way.
Yeah, we're talking about I think the easiest way for LA to end up with Porzingis is to sign and trade.
No, could you not say LA? Because when you say LA, it alludes to the fact that you're talking about the Lakers.
Clippers.
Yeah, thank you.
Clip gang.
The easiest way for the Clippers to end up with Porzingis, really, you kind of have to end up with Carmelo and Porzingis. For Blake, Austin Rivers, probably Wesley Johnson, and that way the money works. And then now the only reason I'm saying that is because Blake is a high profile player. Obviously, he's younger than Carmelo, and he's probably not going to be completely against the idea of going. Like right now, Porzingis apparently very unhappy, skipped the exit meetings and all of that.
I know. What is that all about?
I don't know, but
Phil Jackson.
He's not.
And it's Russian custom, though. It might be normal, so we don't know yet.
It's Russian.
I don't even know where he's from. I just call him Russian.
Is it the custom to be in Central Park taking selfies while you're supposed to be doing your exit interview?
Yeah, that's actually like part of the custom. You must find the most central of the parks.
Okay.
And
so
then
that's what
take your
And he was
picture.
just like, I'm gonna go right here. Picture time.
Yeah, time for pictures. I'm going to. I'm take picture outside. I exit the building. I don't know.
So he
Isn't he like Ukrainian? He ain't even Russian or something.
Ukraine is former USSR. He's Russian.
He's Russia.
This is from Mother Russia.
He's from Mother Russia. But I think ultimately he ends up. That's the only way. Like as far as the Carmelo stuff, I think that goes way easier and way more likely.
Well, see, if New York doesn't buy out Carmelo's contract, which I think they're retarded if they do. The only way you're gonna get Carmelo off of your team and get him to waive his no trade clause is package him with Porzingis. And that's the only way.
I mean,
other than that, you just might as well keep them both on your team because that's what's gonna happen.
I think if you're in New York, you're a fool to get rid of Porzingis. I just don't see the reason. Like,
I don't know why you get rid of one of the most surprising draft picks in the last 10 years.
I mean,
picture a unicorn. Yeah. You're getting rid of a unicorn. Yeah. Which, by the way, those are real now. They just discovered a couple of them.
They are targeting another 7-footer who is more they say more polished coming out in because he went to college, obviously, and that's the kid out of Arizona. Marquis, or I can't really pronounce his last name. So
is he also Russian?
He probably, but he's 19 years old, has a nice 3-point shot, very much heavier than Porzingis. So that's their target in the draft. So if they get him, Porch is gone.
Porch in the NBA has proven to be a star.
So far.
Yeah.
I think. But so do you? If you had a choice between him and was it Jokic over there with
I'd take Jokic.
I was going to tell you, 5-0 would take Jokic because he picks him all the time in the game. So he's all about
solid,
he's about that Jokic life. Are you looking at the comments on yours? Because I'll turn mine off.
Yeah, Portuzunas is a little frail body. He has more injuries. Jokic is a little more heavier set. He can take a little more damage down low, and he can play center.
Yeah.
Pause all of that.
I've been waiting for that the whole
I
time.
was just saying, he could take that damage down low.
Yeah.
How does that help his basketball skills at all?
Hey, maybe it's what they say, man. A little damage down low.
Maybe he's going to the Warriors.
But I would definitely take Jokic.
So what was Denver doing getting rid of Nurkic? Because to me, Nurkic could have been a pretty good player.
I think with the both of them, they could have ran the table.
Who the heck names these guys?
Well, when you start coming from
Russians,
your people.
But why is your name Nurkic?
Nurkic.
What is that?
Nurkic.
If we're even saying it right.
They called me Yusuf Nurkic. I will
kill your parents.
All right, my parents have nice rations from the government.
There's probably some Russian listening to this. I'm going to kill them all.
Right. Somebody's planning our assassination right
It's
now.
cool.
Some winter soldier.
It's cool.
Yeah.
A winter soldier. Picture that.
Yeah.
Picture.
Just a
That.
soldier in snow.
Why not?
It's got to be the Winter Soldier with the arm. The mechanical arm.
Yeah, we gotta have that one.
The
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. The.
So, it's the deadest of the dead times for football. So not a lot of news there.
Which is crazy because usually the summertime is like.
Yeah, but the 6 weeks that once
So-
they break mandatory.
Donnie 5-0, our NFL insider. He said there's a lot going on. Give us a breaking news here going
I
on.
mean, you've got running backs going every which way. You've got
you're
teams
talking about-
trading people, receivers not getting re-signed. Jeremy Landry down in Miami. Couple injuries already happened where people are having surgery. They're out for a couple weeks until Andrew Luck still hasn't thrown a ball.
Is Andrew Luck still alive?
Yeah, he is. The beard is. I hope he done something with that nasty beard. The neck beard is.
Cleveland's
awful.
top pick is out already for 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's better than what they thought, though.
Yeah, they thought almost halfway through the season he'd
Yeah,
be back.
just-
I mean,
This boy
Rolling
played
shoulders,
one game of
shoulders.
passing league and he's injured for
Yeah,
life.
That's the way it goes, man.
Jeez.
Colin
So I heard they're
Kaepernick still
starting.
ain't got no job.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job, which is
That is
crazy.
the craziest, most asinine. Like, cause you gotta tell me, Mark Sanchez, Austin Davis.
Picture
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Mark Butt Fumble Sanchez.
Yeah, come on, dude. You're not gonna. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's.
You
Ryan
can say what you
Nassib.
want, but if he gets the right coach, obviously he can do.
Sanchez?
Yeah, I mean he took him to the
He
AFC
just
Championship
didn't
game,
screw it up.
Yeah, but Colin
2 years in
Kaepernick
a
went to
row.
the dang
He
Super
went to
Bowl.
and I'm not saying he didn't.
And Colin
but
Kaepernick was in the NFC Championship game
it
twice.
becomes risk over reward at that point in time. Unfortunately, not everyone agrees.
You're
with what he
taking a
did.
gigantic risk with Butt Fumble 5000, just so you
You
know.
hope he's never getting in.
Good old
You
Sanchino,
don't have to pay him what you have to pay.
White Pants
You
Sanchino.
got Matt Castle. You got.
Horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Garbage.
you got who's that? Landry Jones.
What about Brock Osweiler? You got that bum.
He's the starter in Cleveland right now. Leave
No,
that
he's
guy
not.
alone.
Cody Kessler's the starter in Cleveland.
Cody Kessler. Is
Cody
really
Kessler's the starter in Cleveland.
He'll be the starter, but right now Brock is.
No, he's not. No, this is what's happening.
Brock Lesnar or Osweiler?
They're blowing smokes to try and create a trade market for him to make him seem like he's gonna be.
What are they
hey,
doing?
Blowing smoke.
Okay.
They're like, oh yeah,
Big
he's
smoke?
looking pretty good. He could compete. He's blah blah blah. That's just so they hoping that somebody will go. Let me go ahead and take a bite.
So Suti's not getting any of that love, just smoke.
Suti, yeah, just smoke.
Okay.
No Suti.
All right.
Smoke. Smoke was before Suti.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
And
See what I did there?
really, he was actually nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Smoke was nicer. Than
Solly was probably the best, right?
Suti was just faster. Solly was the best in terms of football. Suti was the fastest.
Solly just played in the league, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't play in the league. He went to the league, but he didn't play.
Yeah.
Suti actually played in the league
Oh.
in games in Washington.
Solly played in preseason games. He didn't play.
No,
in,
he didn't.
yeah.
Which one went to the XFL?
That was Solly.
Solly, right? And he balled out in the XFL.
He did.
Yeah, he was balling in
He
the
never
XFL.
actually even played in the preseason. What happened was,
He got picked up by the Niners too, right? Was he playing for the
shortly.
Niners? Sure.
He went. He actually went to Chicago, or had
Chi-town.
a shot to go to Chicago, right? So he missed his flight, didn't make it out there. They called him.
Of course.
Yeah, called him like, "What's going on?" He said some BS lie. They checked on it.
Cut.
Just nixed him. So boom, he ends up later going to the Raiders, and in training camp hamstring, snip.
He got a
It's
hand.
over with.
Snip. So then he got.
Yeah,
at
then
what
he got-
point did he get snipped?
And at that point, right, boom, they went on ahead and gave him a vasectomy, and then that was that.
His contractual vasectomy.
Yeah. So,
All right.
And then he went to the XFL, and he actually did really well.
The
there.
XFL was beast.
XFL folded up.
We should
All
bring
of
back the
3 weeks.
XFL.
Yeah,
Has-
and then-
hashtag
you
bring
know.
back the XFL.
Hashtag bring back the XFL at a better point in the season. Don't bring it up right then.
How's the
right
XFL
after-
gone, but lingerie football still a thing?
Because I like lingerie football.
Man.
I don't even care. If they're hitting
And those
each other.
girls
Run
are
around
actually
with
tough,
little-
dog. They ain't past
You
getting
see-
hit in little bikinis.
Did you guys see?
man.
Well, they're not little
But-
bikinis no more. They changed it. They
Well, it's
changed
not
their fits.
lingerie. They're still little bikinis. They might
Yeah.
as well be bikinis.
They changed the outfits. They're more like the UFC
Ring
women's. No, the women's.
No,
the fighters gear
the
now.
little biker short stuff.
Yeah, the women's fighters gear
It's
now.
whack now.
Bro,
don't even
if
watch
I
it
bring
anymore.
up some pictures,
But those are must be older. Those must be older.
No,
Yeah, my friend's daughter plays for the San Diego team. They just changed the jerseys. The
Who
jerseys
plays
will
for
be
the
changed.
San Diego team?
I
I don't want to see any of the linemen.
My friend's she's a
No, I'm saying
receiver.
I don't want to see any of the linemen in lingerie.
No, she's a
Oh, yeah,
receiver.
you like the linemen
She
in
could-
lingerie.
They could wear
Right.
like capris or something.
No, Deanie Scarangello is her mother. I don't know her daughter's name. I just know her last name's Scarangello.
Okay.
But she plays for the San Diego team. And I get tickets for that
Well,
often from
you know
Deanie.
what?
Like I get offered tickets, but I never go because I'm not. First and foremost, I don't care about girls playing football.
I do.
Secondly,
Football is football to me.
secondly,
I watch
I'm not driving to San Diego to watch girls
Now,
play football.
That part I won't do.
Yeah, I'm not
But,
doing it.
like if somebody just cranked up a game of Pee Wee right here in the backyard, I'm watching. I'm watching Pee Wee football. I love football. I just especially right now when I'm football starved, I'll go watch old games right now.
Well, I was watching.
I don't know the outcome too.
That's a shame.
I know it's bad, but
That's how I do it boxing, though.
it's like watching reruns. Reruns of.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean it's like if I watch Flash again, for instance, I
No.
know the outcome. I even know what's going to happen throughout the show.
No, it's not. But football is not like that
It
because
is
there's
like that.
there's some emotional investment in there for you. You never were the Flash.
What?
Yeah.
In
you
his
know I
mind, he was the Flash.
You gonna tell me I wasn't the Flash?
Clear that there's one of us in here who was the Flash, and the other one wasn't.
Or one of us may have been, faster than the Flash. So here's the thing.
So you may be in Zoom.
Here's the thing. Supergirl is more powerful than Superman, and I need an explanation as to why.
Okay, I don't know how we just switched over there.
Because,
It's a Flash situation. The explanation is basically because the writers felt like they were in a women's movement, and they decided to make that's the official DC situation.
I just thought
so
she was a
what's-
millennial, whatever.
Millennial.
Yeah.
So what is the actual comic book explanation
That the women are stronger.
of Krypton?
Yeah.
So what about that one bad Krypton chick? She didn't seem to be stronger than Zod.
She should have been. That's what you call a comic book loophole. Yeah, but maybe she was stronger. She just listened to Zod because he was a general.
Which makes her weaker.
Yeah, I guess. No, wait. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So if you listen to your general,
Yes, soft.
you only got one word to describe them.
Soft.
SAWTF. Soft.
Soft.
Which, by the way, I hate you WWE for splitting up Enzo and Cass.
Horrible.
They're the only reason why I started watching wrestling again, and now you split them up. Therefore, or as they say in The Matrix Reloaded, vis-a-vis, I no longer have a reason to watch WWE.
So,
But he'll be at Monday Night Raw.
I bet I'll be at Monday Night Raw next Monday.
and you make sure to lock that in.
Yeah,
How about you go live from WWE?
I will. Yeah, I'll go live from WWE.
Yeah.
It's at Anaheim. What's that? The Honda Center now. What's it called?
I don't know.
The Pond. It used to be called the Pond.
Oh, yeah.
The Honda Center. What's it called?
Sure, sounds right.
Sure,
sounds
the Honda
good to
Center.
me. Fact.
But yeah, so that's why Supergirl is stronger than
Okay.
Superman.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like their little loopholes.
Like they could childbirth, man.
Yeah. So, yeah. That was all.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm not a huge DC guy, as you know.
Yeah,
I'm Marvel, very heavily Marvel based.
I don't know why. DC
Marvel's
has way
better.
better storylines.
Nah, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, their epic world changing stories are way better.
Maybe you should read some Marvel.
I read a lot of Marvel.
Did you read Infinity War?
Yes.
Did you read
I
Civil
read-
War?
Yeah, I read one. I didn't read two.
Did you read what was the
That ended so lame. Cap got killed with a time freezing bullet, and all of a sudden he's able to come back. Come on, man.
Hey, look, that happens all the time in the comics.
Richard wants you to cut your hair.
My hair is cut.
Tell Richard to stop giving fashion tips and go to hell. The other question, what was that other one with the Beyonder?
Secret Wars.
You read both of those?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Those are awesome.
Those were great. But I mean, Crisis on Infinite Earths is way better.
I don't know. I have to read it.
Yeah, it's way better. It's also then you got like things like Watchmen. Then you got like Dark Knight Returns.
I didn't think that was DC. I thought that was like something.
It's DC. Yeah, it's DC. DC.
Watchmen is DC.
Yeah,
sure?
Frank Miller. Yeah.
You sure it's not Dark Horse?
No, I'm 100% sure it's not Dark Horse.
So this was a conversation I had with a friend of mine the other day at work.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I can't call him a friend, more like
An associate.
coworker.
Yeah, a guy you know. He's a guy.
He's
that guy.
So I was thinking, why don't Marvel buy the rights to Spawn? They don't even have anything like Spawn in their comics. That would be, I think that, and you could tie him into the MCU law. That would be dope.
You know what? That'd be a good idea. They got a good relationship with Todd McFarlane. As you know, he drew Spider-Man for a very
that's what I'm saying.
very fun amount of time with Spider-Man. I don't know. I don't know why they don't. There's got to be some reason.
I need to talk to him.
What's Disney, man? Probably because he's too rated R or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, Spawn is out of control, bro.
like with the success of Deadpool, it's just a matter of time before the MCU drops.
That's true. They got Deadpool. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
true.
just a matter of time. It's just
So-
really just a matter of time.
So you want some
before-
Disney insider news?
Yeah, let's get it.
They're working on rebooting the Fantastic Four now.
Did they get that back from Fox?
So no, but they're working on a deal with them. But Fox released some news today that they're going to redo the Fantastic Four.
Oh, then they'll leave it alone.
But as like a kid friendly like
That's even
show or
worse.
series. It's probably terrible, but they are in talks with bringing them into the MCU.
I would, you know what I would do if I were Fox? If
That's also breaking news on the podcast.
breaking Mickey Ficky news.
Mickey
That's what we
Ficky?
do. Like Fox needs to just go ahead on and sell the shit back because they haven't had any success with the Fantastic Four. I think they're just worried about the characters that also tie in with those guys.
Yeah, Galactus and Silver Surfer and
Being
stuff
able
like
to
that.
use them like they want to for X-Men and all that other stuff.
Right.
Like I just feel like, you know, if they wanted to be smart about it, they could go. What was the Richards' son, the World Breaker kid, the reality bender?
Chris Richards, what was his name?
Something Richards.
Yeah, Reed Richards' son.
Real powerful. Like he's a mutant too, so they could kind of, like, you know, they could use him anyways because he's a mutant. Like I think they should just go in that direction and lead the Fantastic Four alone. Franklin Richards. Yeah. I feel like that would be.
Yeah, I'm sick of those shows. They're also trying to get Wolverine in the MCU.
That would be great, as long as it's not Hugh Jackman.
So
I
those-
mean,
those are the
sooner or
things
later you
they're
gotta
working on.
reboot a new Wolverine. I mean, Hugh
But if
Jackman
you get
can't
him in,
keep playing.
no, he's already done. He's done his last.
I know he just did his
So
last
at
one
this
with
point,
the little
like,
girl.
I feel like they're passing the torch to X-23 as the new Wolverine, as far as they're
I
concerned.
mean, they did in the comics.
Yeah, but there's no way.
Who's
in the world-
X-23?
As his daughter, the little
Oh,
girl
the
from
little chick?
yeah, she's a clone of Wolverine.
Right. They try to call her the daughter, but it's not. She's really a clone.
Yeah, she's a clone.
It's like
She's a test
what's it
tube
called? Was a
baby.
clone too. The Jean Grey clone. Something. She ended up marrying Scott Summers,
Cyclops.
and then they had a baby, Rachel Summers, who became the Phoenix later down the road and came back from the future in Secret Wars. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of clones. That's what they run. DC
Sinister is the one that did that,
DC runs a lot of clone.
which pisses
Stuff
me
too.
off because they haven't even put Sinister in any of the movies yet.
How are you gonna do Mr. Sinister? He's so dope though.
I know, but you have to.
Because they
You
ruined
have to have-
Apocalypse.
Huh?
They ruined Apocalypse.
They made him a
Absolutely.
joke.
They
Yeah, he
made
looked
him
like
a
Ivan
joke.
Ooze.
I don't care what he looked like, but you made him a joke. Like he was
didn't
weak.
grow
He
until
was
in
soft.
the
Yeah,
mind.
he was
Like,
whack.
come on, man. Like,
I
dude,
don't even want to see it.
a
Yeah.
monster, man. Apocalypse is one of the greatest villains
Yeah.
in Marvel history.
think
And
he
you
got
just sat
socked by
there
a
and
girl in
shitted
the
all
movie I
over
saw.
his legacy. Like, I feel like X-Men is really, they need to kind of shut it down and focus on Deadpool and continue down that route and let the MCU have X-Men. Of course,
Well-
they're not going to do that.
Well, Marvel starved them out though. They're killing off the X-Men in the comic books.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're just trying to take the carpet from underneath Fox.
Yeah, they're making Inhumans the new thing now.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're getting rid of all the mutants.
I mean, it just sucks that. So they're all of these mutants are going to become Inhumans.
They're
going to discover.
They're not going to become.
Really, no, I'm saying they're going to discover that they're not really mutants.
No, the mutants are dying off, and Inhumans are taking over.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I know that there's a series coming.
Inhumans. He has 8 episodes.
That ought to be pretty dope.
Yeah, it should be dope.
Because it's only 8 episodes, that means they can really focus.
They got new Teen Titan news. They're casting Robin, Star Sapphire.
But this is gonna be Damian Wayans, right?
Beast Boy. No, it's they're casting Nightwing, should I say?
I was gonna say,
and it's called Titans. It's not called Teen Titans.
Because I know that Nightwing.
So they're taking the cartoon and making it a movie.
Pretty much.
Comic first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, it's a TV show. They're doing a TV show.
Yeah,
but is it going to be a show and not like a cartoon?
Yeah, it's going to be like Flash, Flash. Yeah.
It's going to be in the Arrowverse.
That's going to be.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see Kid Flash probably go over there.
I don't think it'll happen.
I think we'll lose Wally West.
No, I think Bart. I've been telling you since the beginning. When they shot, you don't just shoot that hen out there like that for nothing. Oh, Bart sounds more natural. Maybe let's go with Bart.
Yeah, but I think we're getting to the point where we don't need 2 speedsters on the show every week.
But you're always going to have in excess of speedsters anyways because it's a Flash, and he has always been a sidekick. So I think, and if Wally goes, then for sure Bart comes to the show.
Yeah, that's what I think would be better. Is if
Simpson?
No, Bart Allen.
Bart Allen, he's the grandson.
Bart Simpson. It would be dope if Bart Simpson came as Bartman.
Come on, bro.
And then he comes
he's
like
part of the Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Bartman.
That'd be tight.
Like a half and half, like
there you go.
White, half black.
I'm pretty sure South Park did something like that.
So they're doing Beast. They probably did. So they're doing Beast Boy, Star Sapphire,
Starfire.
Raven,
Right.
and Nightwing.
Cyclops, but not Cyclops. I mean, not Cyclops.
Cyborg.
Cyborg. Yeah.
They haven't casted him yet.
Be interesting. That should be very interesting.
Yeah.
I thought Cyborg was going to be in one of these Justice League movies, right?
Yeah, he's in Justice League. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes out in Justice League.
He comes out of the closet?
No, out of the closet. Yep, he's gay.
Yes, I knew
Apparently,
it.
he's gay.
I knew it. All that pizza.
That's a
I
fact.
just knew it.
Yeah, I was watching Judas Contract earlier.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Uh-uh.
Teen Titans Judas Contract.
Never seen it. It was a cartoon movie?
It is DC.
I have to check it out.
Really good. I was watching that. That was good. And then Justice League versus Teen Titans is also good.
I did see that one.
And Cyborg was eating pizza, and Batman was like,
Where's that go?
where's all that go? It's like, you don't want to know. That's gross.
Yeah.
In other news, in sport news, more sport news, our boxing correspondent, Donnie 50 has some information.
Some serious fucking. He's like our Asian reporter, Trisha Takanawa.
Actually, yeah. Whatchamacallit? Ice Cube is about to get paid, everyone.
So tell us.
Oh, man, pretty much he booked the same date and before Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather at the T-Mobile Center in Las Vegas.
Which we actually covered on the podcast before.
Huh?
So he has to be bought out.
Yeah, remember we covered the big 3 on the podcast?
Yeah.
And I said they're coming to Vegas August 26th.
Right.
Or they're coming here in July in LA.
So that's their championship game, August 26th. It's supposed to be a championship game or something.
In the T-Mobile Arena.
So we're going to have to buy that out.
So he basically, Ice Cube is getting paid. Smart man.
Yeah, that whole league is going to get paid big kind of cash.
Supposedly they're adding the big 3 to the
for,
Olympics.
For the big fight.
Yeah.
So that should be, like, big 3 might end up turning into
something huge.
Somewhat of an XFL type of league.
Yeah.
But for basketball.
It's more like arena football, where it's more of a legit.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Forgot about arena football because that's still
right.
around.
That's still a thing.
Yeah. Interesting.
But for the big fight, Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather Jr., which I believe on this podcast I said is going to happen, but I didn't want to happen.
I said it wouldn't happen. Only because I didn't see how it could happen.
I told you money, dude.
I thought for sure it wasn't happening this year.
To me, it's like that movie, The Great White Hype. You ever remember that movie?
Damian Wayans.
Jerry Conklin.
Yeah.
Or Terry Conklin.
Terry Conklin.
I think McGregor's gonna get the ever-loving shit beat out of him, like in boxing terms. In that it's not gonna look like he's competing. Like I don't like he might get a couple of lucky shots off. He's got a puncher's chance if he can land one.
Right.
That's the whole thing. It's if he can land one, will it hurt him? And that's what no one knows, and that's what everyone wants to buy, and that's what everyone wants to find out. Everyone knows Floyd is going to kill this dude boxing. I mean, he's killed 49 other fighters who actually studied in that craft.
Right.
Yeah.
Who all had most of them all had puncher's chances because they hit hard.
Right.
So, you know, it goes to one of those things. But I didn't think it was going to happen for the simple fact is the Canelo Alvarez Triple G fight took Floyd's favorite month to fight in at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's true.
So I didn't think it was going to happen this year, and then they popped it up real fast after, like 2 weeks after that fight was announced.
Yeah.
So I was on the fence with wanting to see the fight. I'm gonna watch it just because it's Floyd.
Right.
The crazy part is I don't really like McGregor.
No, I don't either. And typically I do like a cocky guy.
Me too, and that's the crazy part. I do like cocky guys.
You do,
but I like cocky guys that can that'll back it up. I mean, I'm not saying that Conor hasn't backed it up, right? What I am saying is he hasn't defended either title that he won.
Right.
You decided I'm gonna make enough noise, and he got rewarded for not doing anything about it.
Right.
He didn't defend his 145-pound title. He didn't defend his 155-pound title.
Right.
And now those two divisions in his own sport are at a state of like pause, or they're at a state of disarray, and everybody's trying to fight boxers because that's where the money is. What I did think it'll do, and I do respect, is I think it'll bring more money to the MMA fighters.
And I think in a way it may reinvigorate boxing, because boxing, it seems like it's a dying sport, man.
It doesn't, because you just missed a great fight of Andre
And
Ward
that-
versus Kovalev
like,
this week,
I'm
and the
talking-
heavyweight division is coming back
Well, I mean,
in
from
play.
a comparative standpoint, especially because the heavyweight division went
Well,
down for a while.
I don't think it's actually the sport doing that. I actually think it's the media doing that.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I really think that it's the media covering the sport that makes a lot of MMA is boring.
Yeah, it is.
That is
It's
very
very boring.
Yeah.
It's very monotonous. And you got two guys hugging, and they're and yeah, whatever. If you're a great practitioner of that, fantastic. It's like watching a Floyd Mayweather fight. You may not like it. I love it. You may think it's boring. I think it's genius. It's the same way I feel about a lot of MMA fights. They're very, very boring. Very boring.
So in the MMA vein, what happens now with Ronda Rousey? Career over?
She's done.
So far, she hasn't made a decision. I think she reinvents herself and comes back.
In fighting?
Yeah.
Really?
Or announcing? Or
No, I think she reinvents herself and comes back as a fighter.
How?
The best thing for her to do is switch striking coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Go to somebody who's going to give you a style of striking like
Besides getting punched
like
in the
Greg
face.
Jackson. Switch over to somewhere that has like great wrestlers. So Greg Jackson is known for training like
She's a
Rashad
judo,
Evans
though.
back in the day.
She's a judo chick, so
This is what I'm trying to tell you. You go to somebody who's going to use your striking to your advantage for your grappling, your judo. Right? What you're known best for.
Right.
Or you go over to a team like American Top Team over in Florida, where Cormier's at, Cain Velasquez, all those guys that are strictly like known as wrestling guys and wrestling stopping guys that'll fit your style more. You got to get rid of this Armenian dude that doesn't know jack about what the heck he's talking about.
Well, he's obviously, he thinks he's a pastime activity. Oh.
I don't even know what that was.
I'm way lost now.
I don't even know.
I think I need
I
to
thought you were
leave the
doing
room
like
on that
these
one.
things are made up.
No,
I don't know
it's,
what you're.
About to be right, said
System
Fred
of
over
a
there.
Down.
I don't know.
System of a Down, I think the only Armenian rock group in the world, probably not. But
Probably not, no, because Gwen Stefani, well, she's not
Yeah,
rock,
really?
she's ska. Yeah, she's like quarter
Really?
Armenian or some junk, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's back to your disarray. The 145
Maybe she's
division
Stefani.
actually has an interim champion right now. He's about to fight too.
Who's that, Max Holloway? No.
Yeah, Max Holloway's in.
Is that 45?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Max Holloway.
and I don't think Conor wants any of him. My problem with Conor.
Conor already beat him.
Early in Max Holloway's career, Conor has losses in his career too.
Yeah,
This dude isn't Floyd Mayweather where he's undefeated.
No, but Conor already beat that guy specifically.
Well, that guy when Max Holloway was young in his career, for like.
But so was Conor. Connor's only 28 years old.
I get it, but he had more experience over in Ireland. Max is coming from Hawaii or whatever, and now.
But MMA's huge in Hawaii.
Yeah, I get it. I'm telling you right now. Trust me when I tell you this. Conor does not want to fight Max.
I think Conor fights Max Holloway again and knocks him out. I really do.
So, I mean, My problem with Conor.
Did
like I
you
was
see
saying,
slow Jose Aldo was dang near knocked out knocked out Holloway?
Did you see the knot on Conor's head after Jose got knocked out with only hitting him once?
It's like was it a scratch on the nose?
No, it was all lumped up and swollen, and that's why Conor's like, that dude hits hard.
Yeah.
And I can't say nothing because Jose Aldo just got beat again.
Yeah.
And so we're not gonna say nothing about Jose Aldo.
Right.
But he got beat.
What I'm saying is Conor McGregor went up, talked all that noise, I fight anyone, anywhere, or whatever he said, and went over there and got beat up by Nate Diaz, which is one of the Diaz brothers.
He did.
And then complained about it, didn't go defend your belts like you just said.
Right.
And then went back up there to fight him again, and yeah, he won.
And arguably got beat again.
Shout out, man.
Oh yeah, dude, we forgot to start out the show with that. I wanted to start out with that.
Yeah,
real quick, we're gonna take a moment of silence for Prodigy of Mobb Deep. If you don't know, he passed away today. Lost his battle, I guess, with sickle cell anemia. So we'll take a quick moment of silence. While you guys listen to that, I'm gonna plug the power into my laptop.
To all the killers and the $100 billers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out, man. Like, real life. Dude was dope. And I don't know him as a person, but his music was pretty dope back in the day, so I'll give him that.
So,
and yeah.
As far as knowing Prodigy, I didn't know him. I just knew some of his management. And I got the text real early this morning. And I posted it on Facebook, on personal Facebook. I got the text real early this morning while I was just headed into work that he passed away. And it was a sad moment, man, because it was like a piece of my childhood died.
Yeah.
Grew up listening to Mobb Deep. I wasn't the biggest Mobb Deep fan.
I was.
But I grew up listening to them, and it was a big like wow moment.
Yeah,
so
pretty dope, man. I had an interesting style, very different from what was current at the time. Kind of groundbreaking in a few ways.
Yeah.
And so yeah, them dudes was pretty dope. It was sad kind of to see him kind of fade. They faded into obscurity pretty quick. Like, that second album really didn't do nearly as good as the first, and then they were kind of gone after that.
Yeah, then they kind of came back with G-Unit later on.
Yeah, which I
It's kind of that.
about.
But it was
Tupac
MOP and
song,
Mobb Deep,
yeah,
though.
that Tupac song kind of killed them off, and I kind of didn't. That's when their second
Yeah,
album
Hit 'Em
didn't
Up,
do good.
yeah, Hit 'Em Up was
Hit 'Em
pretty-
Up was.
Okay, speaking of Tupac, his movie just came out. I didn't go see it.
I heard it is shitty.
I'm not gonna go see it.
I'm pretty sure.
Why would you think it would do good?
No, I mean because NWA's movie did well.
Yeah, but NWA, it was like a storied,
Yeah.
like franchise almost. It's like it's a moment. Now Tupac is
dealing with 5 different guys.
Tupac is it's five different situations. You got the label screwing them. Tupac's story was a weird story, and
Right.
and I mean he is one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic, hip hop artists that we have.
Right.
Arguably the greatest,
And probably the most
right?
covered.
And probably the most covered. But who cares?
Yeah, I agree. Sad but true. I think first of all, I think so many people kind of know a lot of his story already that what are you gonna like? He ultimately wasn't able to accomplish much.
Well, then you had Jada Pinkett Smith just go right ahead and just down the movie the very day it came out.
Wow, that's not cool.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't. She's like, let me let everybody know I love Tupac. I loved him, and my relationship was great. That never happened. None of that in the movie never happened.
Wow.
She's like, that's not how our relationship was. I didn't speak to him before a concert. I didn't talk to him before I went to Vegas. She's like, none of that happened.
Wow.
And
So
that's
she
the
kind of
problem.
tanked the film.
That's a problem though. If you're gonna have someone, especially like Jada Pinkett, and you're gonna do something that's felonious like that,
yeah, you should
you kind of talk to her first, so she doesn't come out and just do
Right,
that.
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, and that's the problem. Even with the NWA, it was a great movie and everything like that. There's a lot of things in there that just did not happen. Everyone.
No, of course, and I wish that they would have had, put a little bit of Michelle in there, only because she was pretty important to the group.
I
As you
agree.
saw with her movie, which I watched on Lifetime, which I'm a little bit ashamed of, 'cause Lifetime movies and stuff.
Yeah, well, you know.
But I had to see the rest of the story, and it was pretty disturbing.
Shout out to Dwayne Diesel making his debut appearance
Shout
on the
out,
podcast.
Dwayne Diesel.
Yeah, listen, man. This is the reason why I don't want to watch those films, because I was alive when it happened.
Right.
I was alive. I know what happened when Tupac was around.
Right.
I was there. I experienced it.
Right. Same
I lived through it. Look, I love DMX. If they make a DMX movie, I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I read the book.
Yeah, I'm probably watch
The book is better than the movie.
Well, my problem with a lot of those movies.
Do you want to see him do crack and then get chased by the police and be like,
That would be
"Oh,
interesting.
I'm the ATF. Boom, boom, boom. Over the airport.
Yo,
I want to see what happens when he missed the MTV show.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
No, but my problem, especially like when it goes into single.
Shout out DMX. That's my boy. I met him a couple of times. Shout out. Loved you.
Single rappers and hip hop artists, and they do documentaries and movies on them. They glorify everything that we already know. Like Gene said, we lived there. We
Right.
lived through it. We
Right.
know what he was at. But they're not going to talk about him going to Juilliard. They're not going to talk about him going
Right.
to this and that and everything else before all
Now,
of that.
mind you, I haven't seen the film.
I
So-
haven't either, and
so,
I
like,
don't intend
I
to.
don't listen. This is how bad those movies are. You don't have to see it. You already know what's going to be happening.
So
Predictable movie.
here's my thing. I heard that they were going to release, like, they were going to put the rape scene in jail in there. So I don't know if that did or didn't happen.
When he getting raped?
Yeah, in
He
jail.
got raped in jail?
So yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
It's hilarious, though.
so when he went to jail, allegedly,
Allegedly.
he got raped, and medical files got leaked that he had 6 stitches in his anus. Like, so when I told somebody who's a Tupac fan that was going to
He
happen,
didn't like it.
she was pissed. I'm not going to go see the movie then if they're going to put that in there. I'm like, why? That's
If that's real.
Facts. Reportedly what happened.
Yeah.
That's what the medical files say. Facts. Like, I don't know, but there is just stuff like that. Like, sometimes you just gotta let the legend be the legend.
Yeah.
Let
I
it
say
go.
throw it in there.
Let it go hundreds of years.
Like
Let it go hundreds of years before you do it.
Like, I wish that there would have been maybe 3 more years of Rick James living, so that they could have went ahead and made that movie as Dave Chappelle was planning to do as Rick James.
Awesome.
But you know, when everything happened, he died. They scratched it. They're like, nah, we're not gonna do it.
Didn't on the Chappelle show, Rick James was on there
Yeah.
as he was playing Rick James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
He was gonna make a movie of Rick James's life.
Yeah, as Rick James.
As Rick
Yeah.
James, and he was
That'd
gonna
been
be,
awesome.
you know, it was gonna be funny.
I would have loved
That
it.
would have been the best thing.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
But
Because
then he
cocaine's
died,
a hell of a
so-
drug.
Oh,
You know,
no, I don't remember. Well, like I would just rub my feet on somebody's couch. I got more sense than that. Yeah, I remember rubbing my feet on Eddie Murphy's couch. Why'd you do it? Because he could afford to buy a new one.
Greatest thing ever. Fuck your couch. What about my legs?
Right.
One
They
of
should
the-
have never gave you brothers money.
One of the greatest things ever to happen.
Yeah.
If that, I think the world is a worse place for not having that movie.
Yeah, no, that probably would have been epic.
That would have been awesome. I agree.
So
So that being said, we did talk a little boxing, but there was a huge boxing match over the weekend, and the ramifications will be felt for a long time. Andre Ward defeats Sergey Kovalev.
did you call that one?
I did call it, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I don't think he called 7th round knockout, though.
I
No.
called a late round stoppage.
He did.
I did call a late round stoppage.
Oh, you know, the promoters are protesting. In
Of course they are. Of course they're protesting. You have to protest to make your guy not seem as weak as he was. But everybody in the world who watched that fight know your guy was faded, and he didn't want nothing else to do with that body shot.
Yeah.
He
Nothing.
did the worst thing a boxer could do. Stayed up.
Yeah.
Next time,
Take
just
a
go
knee.
down. Take a knee. And get your wits back.
Hey, everybody's got to take a knee sometimes. I got rocked by this Mexican dude in sparring, and I took a knee. It hit me in the liver. It hurt. I took 2 knees
Yeah.
because it
2
hurt.
knees and then.
No,
Yeah,
one at a time, one knee at a time.
Oh, okay, I was just saying.
Yeah.
And then one at a time.
I had a mouthpiece on. I had a mouthpiece
Yeah,
on.
his medical records.
So
So
that way-
you have stitches in your mouth.
No.
That way his teeth didn't get damaged. He wore a mouthpiece.
Had a mouthpiece.
He used a mouthpiece. No frontal mouth
Full
damage.
mouthpiece. I couldn't.
Yeah, I see.
Nothing else was going
Put a hole in
inside.
it.
Yeah. Nah.
Mouthpiece with a hole.
No, nobody has those. Those don't exist. What am I, Shinsuke Nakamura? No, thank you.
It's perfect.
I'm actually going to Monday Night Raw with Dwayne Diesel. We'll be at Monday Night Raw together.
Dwayne Diesel.
Diesel.
We'll be at Monday Night Raw.
Who's this Dwayne Diesel?
Somebody who hopes he runs into Sasha Banks while we're there.
So this is a dreamer, apparently. You're dreaming, Kat. You're dreaming, Dwayne Diesel.
Yeah.
Unless you're really lucky.
He's a handsome guy. I think he can probably get her. I think she's married. She's married to some like little tiny Asian
A
dude.
weird, nerdy person.
Well,
Like just picture like picture the guy who's with Pharrell in the Neptunes,
Yeah.
but just like a fat nerdy version,
Nice.
Nah, let's go with
like a chubby nerdy version.
Let's go with Shin Hong Kim from Korea.
Not cool. Not cool at all.
Wow, that's what you
Get
went.
it fucking
Yeah.
looked.
Right. Speaking of North Korea, they're wilding the hell out, aren't
That's
they?
what they do. They do what they want.
Hey, well, they took Dennis Rodman in for us, so I'm pretty sure that's what
Should
happened.
we trade it?
Yeah,
Was
we
that the
traded
racial?
it.
That was the racial draft right there. We of the Korean.
we had to offload
we
Dennis
of the
Rodman.
Korean delegation choose Dennis Rodman.
Like, yes. You're like, yes.
Hey, that
Yeah.
Dennis is gone. So who's today's Dennis Rodman in the NBA?
Draymond Green.
You think so? I don't think so.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Like if you really
I think
watch
there's one in the
Dennis
NFL.
Rodman- when Dennis Rodman was in his
Odell Beckham Jr.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I totally think that.
I think
I think it's Draymond Green.
he's not though. He's
He's an early Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman got weird towards the end,
he did,
but he was like a scrappy.
really quiet though
you know,
as a guy. Like I think right now Draymond Green is
Draymond Green is Donkey from Shrek.
I would go with that.
He's
Man,
Charles
besides
Barkley.
Donkey from Shrek, but he's Charles
and
Barkley.
he's definitely Donkey from Shrek. But he's more Charles Barkley.
He's better than Charles Barkley. He's
Shout
got
out
a couple
Draymond Green.
rings.
Shout out, he's a good player.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good player.
He can't hear Charles Barkley because the rings are too loud.
Yeah, well, you know. But the
Yeah.
other thing about Draymond Green, he's not as athletic as Charles was. I mean, Charles is short and dunking on people like easy. But I think,
Because he was part donut.
yeah.
See what I
the
did
round mound.
See what I did there?
rebound, Yeah,
The Dunkin' Donut.
yeah. I feel you.
That-
Dunking on people.
Donuts, Dunkin' Donut.
Um,
Shout out to G5. Where's G5? G5 is back in the music business, you guys. Breaking news on the podcast. If you guys didn't know, apparently he's back. He's in the studio with RJ from Full Ranging. Now, I will not say that this podcast has something to do with their reunion and reuniting them in music.
But probably does.
But most definitely it did. Yeah, it's the
We're
reason.
basically looking to get some royalties. on
Yeah,
it.
it was the reason why. And whatever comes of that, we definitely want our 40% cut.
Yeah.
So,
and the one episode that we didn't air with where we had New Edition come in, that's also how that happens. But you know, we'll just
yeah, we're not going to.
we don't need to put that out there.
We actually contractually are obligated not to put it out there.
We had a no disclosure clause.
Exactly. It was just a private meeting.
Just a no disclosure clause for Mike Green.
Yeah, not a non-disclosure.
Just a
No.
no.
No disclosure.
So he just disclosed it. So he just broke the clause, ladies and gentlemen.
Disclose.
Um,
It's KNOW.
but shout out to G5. He's at a performance tonight. That's why he's not here.
Yeah.
We've been on for a good old hour and 6 minutes. We went a little bit longer today to just kind of get back. We missed last week. We really didn't have a good reason for missing last week. We were all just kind of separated. Had stuff to do.
Yeah. I had stuff.
Hopefully we could avoid that from happening. G5, I don't know. He's gonna be in and out or not. So he might just go from a host to a guest.
Or you could be on remote location.
No, we're not gonna do remote location. Speaking of remote location, Keith, the boss Klaus, just hit me up today from China.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Boss Claw.
Let's see if we can hear one of his.
Klaus man.
Let's see if we can hear one of his messages from China. Let's
This
see.
should be fun.
See what he's got for us from China.
I just texted that man the other day. Does he get text?
No, he can't get text.
You gotta Google him, huh?
You got to get WeChat.
WeChat now?
Yeah, you got to get
China's
WeChat.
crazy, bro. They block everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going.
Yeah, you got to get WeChat.
They're not going for it.
You know, and use some. Let's see what he's talking about. See what good old boss Klaus is talking about. See, so he's in China and he's ordering McDonald's. That's what he hits me with. It's like, so what you doing, man? He's like, just getting this little sausage, egg, and McMuffin. Listen, let's see if he make it out. So then I ask him, like, what are you doing? And he sends me a video. Look at this.
Muffin.
He sends me this video.
Nice. I mean, he's like 10 feet taller than
Yeah,
everyone
he's-
because they're in China.
he's
You know,
getting-
they're only
he's
2
getting-
feet tall.
He's getting on a subway, and he's taller than the dang subway coming his way.
He loves to do the you tape me, I tape you.
Oh yeah, those are. This is probably
Those
one of
classic
the.
on Instagram.
Oh, dude, it's one of the greatest things you'll ever see on Instagram. If you're not following him on Instagram, his name is the Real Boss Claus 33, right? I think that's his Instagram name.
Yeah. Something like that.
Search for him on Instagram because it's some of the funniest things you'll see. He's 7'3", ladies and gentlemen.
Used to play for the Clippers.
Former Clip gang.
Gang?
7 feet 3 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
Every bit of 160 pounds.
If you giving him,
Come on,
10
that's
pounds.
a
Yeah,
lot.
you giving him
That's
10
a lot, bro. That's if he's got a whole
149 pounds.
luggage cart with him in the whole 9.
149 pounds. I'm gonna see if I can WeChat him in right now. He's 149 pounds soaking wet with a heavy coat on.
Shit.
Yo, Keith, see if you can video call me. We're on the podcast right now. He literally is a freak of nature.
Yeah.
I say that with the utmost respect.
Yeah, if that.
But people take his picture randomly in Asia, and he hates getting his picture
Because
taken
they see
randomly.
Godzilla.
And just see Godzilla, and he hates it. So he snaps pictures back of them, and it's probably one of the most glorious things you've ever seen.
Especially all their faces when they get.
Yeah, because they're completely shocked. They're like, "What the heck is going on?" And it's one of the funniest things you'll ever see online or
I
ever.
understand why they're having a picture taken by this gigantic stream beam.
This thing. Yeah, and
The praying mantis.
No, dude, he in China right now.
and he always posts.
Oh, it might be during the day.
He always posts.
10 hours?
15.
I don't know. I think it's like 15 hours. He always posts. You take my picture, I take yours. That's his hashtag. Let's see if I can pull one. Here's one right here. So if you can see that, this Asian guy took his picture,
Yeah.
and
Nice
Keith
picture taken.
said, "Up, you take mine, I take yours."
Bring it down into the screen.
It's right there. The camera's right there. Here's the Asian girl. She took his picture and then tried to turn away.
Like, no,
Nope, he got her.
We got you.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things he does.
I'm going to
Here's
snap off one when I see him next.
here's another guy that he caught. And so he cornered this guy.
It's like, no, Godzilla coming.
It's perfect.
Freaking Keith.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna get him. He said he had work earlier. But shout out to the Boss Claws. We much
out.
love and respect, man. We love what you're doing.
Back here, we got to have him.
Yeah, he'll be back in a couple months, towards the end of the summer, and he said he'd love to be on the show. So
Excellent.
speaking of that, we're looking for interns for What Happens When. Nerd, not the podcast, because the podcast we do live. I do pretty much all the production for it. But we're looking for cameramen and or editors. So if that's you, go right ahead and drop us an email.
Yeah,
At
and
what-
random blowjob givers also welcome.
Yeah, please send those directly to justmike at gmail.com. Justmike at gmail.com.
Email so that way you can
Random
get
blowjob giver.
Yeah.
No, you can just get random.
So he didn't even say men or women. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Whatever is going down.
These are all mouths, you know. It's fine.
They're all mouths?
They're all mouths, man.
That's probably one of the grossest things ever.
Just shave at least, you know. That's all.
The beard or?
Yeah, just no mouth.
So he's saying once you're clean like a baby.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, at that point, yeah. It always gets some kind of rapey. Mike.
It had to.
It always.
In my contract.
Sooner or later, you'll see Just Mike, but not his face. You'll see his body type
Yeah.
on the show.
Why are you looking at his body type?
Yeah, you'll be looking at his body type. Yeah, through the show. With some type of like Rey Mysterio mask, I think we're going with.
Yes.
So
we're gonna get him a luchador mask.
Yes.
probably several luchador masks.
Yeah, you
Have
got
to
it.
switch it
Got
up.
to make him
Keep it
you know,
fresh.
Yeah.
match the shirt he wears.
But he is wearing our sponsor of the
Yeah.
show, the Vergata gear.
Gotta make sure you give them that old advertisement real quick.
Yeah, Vergata Athletica. It's vergata.com, VRGATA.com. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Shout out to Jason Newen, owner of that, who hit us up. I actually got to go by and pick up some more gear. Looking for one of those hats, man. Those hats are sick.
Man,
Yeah,
great
I gotta
athletic
have that
shirts,
one.
nice
One of
and
these,
light.
Another one of these.
Yeah, they're nice, light, they fit. They're definitely eco-friendly. That's their whole
Feel
movement.
good.
They're all about eco-friendliness, and they do feel really good.
So all you green warriors out there, visit that.
Yes,
Visit
sir.
that, vergata.com. So for G5 in his absence, Just Mike, our NBA, NFL, boxing, MMA, WWE correspondent.
MLB.
Correspondee.
hockey, Correspondee.
Correspondee.
He can sport. He can. What? Correspond?
Yeah,
I can't even get the word out.
He correspondees.
He can correspondees.
Right. Donnie 5-0.
Yeah.
This all of us checking out. Thanks for watching. And we're gone.
Nice.
You've been listening to What Happens When. Tune in next time to find out God knows what.